Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is going to be an introductory video where I introduce you to some of the concepts and all of the healing techniques used in this current triplet group energy healing set. And there will be a little bit of noise in the recording just now and then from passing cars, because I thought it would be interesting to film in my front yard this time. Oh, and this is before my husband mows all the flowers away. So I thought it'd be pretty to film with all the dandelions. And I'll talk about a little bit more of my yard, maybe, if I remember, at the end of the video for a minute or two, in case you're curious. Okay, so it is mid to late June right now. Today, right now that I'm filming, it's the 22nd of June, 2019. So happy summer, everybody. Yay! This triplet set, the theme is intuition, using your intuition, opening up to it more, all that good stuff. And but it also has like an unexpected sub-theme, which a lot of these healings do have things that I couldn't have predicted in advance, you know, that are sub-themes. And so the sub-theme that I didn't predict in advance, but I saw that people needed once I started working with everybody in the healing. The first healing yesterday was releasing muscle tension. So that became sort of a part of the general healing part that I did in like maybe the first like 2/3 of the Friday healing. Friday healings, you know, that's the first healing in the set of 3 healings, and usually the general healing section of that is pretty big because people need a lot of general work on the first healing. The thing is, I do have a muscle video. I have a video that heals some bones and joints and all the muscles, and so I'll put that towards the bottom of this playlist for this triplet set. I made it within the last month. It has muscles in the title, so if you search Janet Wright muscles, you'll also find it, but I'll put it in the playlist for this triplet set. If you don't know how to find the playlist for this triplet set and you weren't a participant, so you didn't get it mailed to you, then just go to the playlist tab on my YouTube channel, and the playlists are all listed there. It'll have intuition in the title. So I do appreciate your surveys. That is helpful to me, particularly because, well, both intuition and releasing muscle tension, those are sort of evolving things for me, like studying how it affects people and how to best do it as a healer. So so your survey responses are helpful in that regard, especially when you tell me like, you know, just example, somebody said, you know, I've been having sleep issues for the last couple weeks actually, you know, but last night I slept really well, or I've been having trouble for the last couple days and last night I slept really well. You know, that it's the context is very important for me because everybody's really different, you know. So so anyway, and the intuition feedback too is interesting for me. The intuition stuff, just a heads up to the participants and people that will be using these videos that maybe don't get the healings. The intuition effects, I think, are not as immediately felt as the muscle healing, releasing muscle tension effects, but I think they can be giant. I think opening up your intuition more could be really huge for anybody. You know, even if you feel that you're already pretty intuitive, I think it's just one of those abilities where the sky's the limit, you know. But I don't think like, I mean, I haven't read, people haven't finished sending me all their surveys yet, so I've read all the ones I've gotten so far, but it's like midday Saturday, so there's probably going to be, you know, maybe I've only read maybe of what will end up being like 1/3 of the surveys for the first healing. So, but I anticipate that intuition, people won't have like giant differences in their intuition with just the first healing, but there are 3 healings, so you know, I think that one's going to take a little time for people to realize, like, oh, yeah, that is intuition, and that's new for me. You know, like that level of intuition. So we'll see how that goes for people. But your surveys help me to know how you're doing with that. So I will put the old videos in the playlist. Old could mean from a month ago, could be from a year ago, or two. But all the ones that have to do with the general healing, I'll put in the playlist. They'll be more lower down in the playlist because they're not new. And so like Get Present in 20 Minutes, that video has a whole bunch of, you know, chakra repair, chakra unblocking, aura repair, grounding unblocking, creative ring repair, that stuff we did all in the healing. The Get Present in second and first chakras video, that's a big one, and that definitely, all the techniques in that I did in this healing. Creative rings repair, that video, I'll just throw in there because it's only 5 minutes, and so if you want to just zero in on your creative rings and you only want to do a 5-minute video, there you go. Someday I think I will have a video just on, you know, releasing muscle tension, but at this point, you know, I'm still studying how best to do it. I did learn some interesting things. It's new for me to realize how closely first layer blocks, first layer of the aura, the layer closest to the body, that is generated by the first chakra at the base of the spine. And the first chakra has to do with courage and safety and abundance. And so the first layer relates to that. So this chakra, you know, the energy comes out the back and fills up this first layer of the aura, and then it goes back in the front of the first chakra, right? And out the back, fills up the layer, goes back in the front. So I didn't realize how closely energy blocks in this first layer relate to muscle tension, but it was very much like in order to, I mean, because I can heal directly the muscles, and I did that, but they weren't releasing enough until I helped people clear major energy blocks in their first layer of their aura that were causing conscious or subconscious fear, worry, anxiety, yada yada, abundance issues. And once I cleared enough of those energy blocks in the first layer of the aura, then the muscles really relaxed much more. So I didn't realize how interlocked that first layer is to muscles. So that was cool. So I'm still studying, you know, feedback from surveys, and I'm still evolving as a muscle healer, release muscle tension healer. So I'm not ready to make a video just on that. But there is a, like I said, heal the muscles of the body is in a video already. So I'll put that in the playlist. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make 4 new videos for this set. There'll be this intro video, then there'll be another discussion video actually, because I found that I have so much to say about opening intuition that it really, I think, shouldn't be all shoved into this intro video. I like the intro videos, like the overview video, this one, to be shorter. And so, and I think all the stuff I have to say about intuition and that intuition technique video, you know, it just should be in its own video all by itself. So there'll be, okay, this intro that you're viewing right now, and then there'll be an explaining increasing intuition, and it'll discuss the intuition video. And then there'll be the 2 technique videos, the walkthrough videos. There'll be the one that's super straightforward about clearing your baggage, clearing past life baggage and present life baggage about intuition. Because any baggage you have, even if it's subconscious, even if it's about other people using their intuition, it can definitely be affecting you and maybe lessening how much intuition that you're using. So we don't want that. So that's a straightforward technique video. And then the other video is very doable, but it has a lot to it. And that will be the increase intuition video. And that involves chakra work, involves flower healing for specific chakras. It involves unblocking connections between body and spirit. at the 3rd and the 7th chakra. It involves a little bit of chakra repair for certain chakras, and it involves orienting yourself, orienting your astral 7th chakra, your spirit body's 7th chakra, so that it's in harmony with the universal Akashic records and your own personal Akashic records, and that's just so that it helps your intuition, because Akashic records are like libraries of knowledge, basically. But I'll explain that more in the explaining video. But anyway, so you'll orient your astral 7th chakra, or harmonize it with those two libraries, your personal Akashic records and the universal Akashic records. And then also you'll orient or harmonize your astral 7th chakra to your own life path, your own life purpose. And that's just with your intention. So if you don't consciously know details about that, it doesn't matter. So in addition to the chakra work and the unblocking and the healing and all that, there'll be this sort of intention, thought level work where you make sure you're oriented, your astral 7th is oriented a certain way, so that it helps your intuition be more accurate, but also it helps you use your intuition for pursuits that truly benefit you on deep spirit levels, rather than just, being intuitive about stuff that is a total waste of your time. So I hope that makes sense, and thank you to everyone for participating. And if you did experience any weirdness on my website last week, that is all resolved. My website, I did a whole bunch of maintenance on it in the last week, and so it's all spiffy and very good. Oh, and I said I would say a little bit about the background here at the end of the video, in case you care. So this is, as I said, my front yard. It's right now it's a lawn, and tomorrow my husband's gonna mow it, so it's a more respectable looking lawn. I never care about that, but anyway, I like the little dandelion flowers. But anyway, so he's gonna mow it, but then within a month it's gonna be covered with wood chips, like completely covered, because we're gonna cut down some of that stuff in the back that you see. Some of this stuff over here on the side, eventually we're going to get rid of too, and just put up like a fence. What that is on the side is like an old fence that's basically being held up by a ton of ivy. So that, we're going to make that disappear, maybe this year ideally. But then back there definitely is going to disappear, those shrubs, and I'm going to plant something different there instead. But anyway, so this whole yard will be covered with wood chips, because that way it can break down over time and become really good soil, like extra good soil. And then I'm going to next year plant a whole bunch of stuff here, like berry bushes and stuff. So you're seeing it in the early phase, because we just moved in here last fall. Alright, cool. So, thanks for listening. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put it below, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye!